Joanne Andrews here to play Country Gardens A part for cello. Okay, I'm still on my daughter's cello. I didn't get the other one fixed yet, and I hope I'm going to be able to get it right in tune. Okay, because I am used to playing on a 3/4 instead of a full-size cello. It makes a difference. So we're just going to do our best because you guys need something to practice with. And here we go. Okay, so Country Gardens is such a fun tune for the cellos. You get to play such a fun accompaniment part most of the time. You do have the melody at measure 5. Okay, so notice that and bring it out more. Okay, it says you're supposed to be loud at the beginning, but I would say even a little bit louder at measure 5, louder and more beautiful. Okay, because you take over the melody right there. You do have a couple of hook bows. You do have a few slurs here and there, so you may need to learn those separately. Okay, so the first one is okay, trying to make that transition to the next note, and then you've got okay. So anyway, and then you've got a hook bow, but it's actually a smooth hook. It's called a portato bowing. So instead of da, da, kind of like that, you're doing la, la. Okay? And it's actually da, da, da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing the rhythm correctly too. That's a dotted quarter note, which is 1.5 beats, followed by an 8th note, which is just a half of a beat, right? So you want to get that long, short, long hold, okay? And that happens in several measures, measure 4, measure 8, and the last measure, okay? Also notice that there's a mezzo piano at measure 9, so you need to get quieter there, and I like to play it even a little quieter in measure 10 because it's exactly the same notes, and so it makes it more interesting and it makes a bigger dramatic change to the forte that's in measure 11. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how I do. I just barely played this the first time a couple of times ago, so we'll see how we do. All right, so we're going to start nice and slow. 1 and 2 and here we go. All right, so now we're going to play it at a little quicker tempo. I'm not going to go quite as fast as I do on the violin viola parts because I just don't want to mess up too much. Okay, but if you feel like you need to take it a little faster, feel free to speed it up in the settings. Okay, but I will do my best. Here we go. Also, I wanted to point out one little thing. In the first measure, you can actually do a bridge. A bridge is where you kind of scooch from one string to another without lifting, okay? Because if you lift, you actually will hear that the open string sound of one of the strings, depending on which string you're on, on the bowing, okay? So when you're playing this, you're thinking about the fourth finger. I got too high. So see, I'm just kind of rolling my hand from one string to the other instead of going dum bum bum bum. Don't do that. Okay? Use the bridge. I do have a video about bridges and tunnels if you want to check that out. Okay? All right. Here we go from the beginning. Here we go. 1 and 2 and faster. Here we go. And screwed up those last two measures, so here it is again. Sorry. I am not a cellist, but I try. I do my best. And I hope that I help you and that you won't make the same mistakes that I happen to make. Okay? When I make these videos for you, I don't do them perfectly, kind of on purpose. Because you don't have to be perfect to be a good player and to do your best. Okay? You do your best and it's good enough. Okay? But if you're not trying and if you're not working on it, then you need to. Okay? A couple things that may have helped me as I was playing this was to write some of the finger numbers in. I just didn't take the time to do that, and I paid for it. Okay? So don't you be one of those people that doesn't do that extra step, because if there are notes that you keep missing, write some finger numbers in, right? Do we write every single one in? No! Please, please, please don't write all the finger numbers in, okay? Because then you're never going to learn to play your, to read the music, right? That's our goal, is by the end of orchestra this year, you can read music, okay? So the only way you can do that is to not write every finger number in, and to make sure that you're noticing how do the notes move, what happens. Notice in measure 13, it has step, 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 skip at the end of that measure. I don't know if I said enough steps, but You get the idea. It's all stepping until the very end of that measure. If you keep missing that skip, you need to circle it. You need to do something, okay? We're playing 12 songs for the monster concert. Do you think you're going to remember every single little